We're coming up to toss time for Pat will spin the coin. In the... You decided, Jasprit.
Looking to bat first.
Joining the teams on field off and Shafadullah Saikat. For all, and we welcome all fans and we thank each and every one of you for playing your ending as we welcome Gadigal.
Aboriginal elders, all our Aboriginal and Torres Strait I am from, welcome to you to Gadigal. Now, all men sincere welcome to you, the Aboriginal land.
With gold, how history's pale your fades and let your fade.
Yeah, what a wonderful legacy to replace the decider. I'm joined in commentary by Round. Australia will feel buoyant, but that they take the trophy home.
Absolutely right, buddy. Yes, they've lost it on a surface that has quite a bit of ground.
Yes, good morning to the Australian Quicks. Around overcast conditions. Lunch.
The old pavilion, the tradition.
Day, and it's always fond memories coming back. Match. He's picked up top of an innings, says Mitchell Stark, at the top of stumps and pads.
He'll get the ball to try to bend away from, make sure that he gets himself in.
Yes, getting out to him a couple of times was see how much movement there is in the air.
Second leading run scorer in innings, along with Rishabh Pant through it. First field, that'll be the opening boundary.
You can already see the difference between the MC in the nick of time.
It's going to get quicker as the day goes on. Yeah, perfect conditions.
A little while earlier, he's looked to play a lot. He was out looking for once, caught at square leg once.
Right off strike. Mark Waugh, our own mind of Bo Webster.
Yeah, nice moment there too between Mitch Marsh as well. Went
Enough series, just missed out in that second inning.
No run, no run.
The first over here on day 5.
Interesting to see the bounce, or whether just a lot of grass on the surface.
More grass on the entire square here.
No.
It's normal Cooch wickets. It's a high.
In the first 2 hours of play, because
I can't think
So many.
teams.
Slightly fuller perhaps from
grass, you might be tempted to area. This is a good.
He had a real wrestle.
That as the day progresses, if the sun
Sounded they will profit with a run there, Jay. 6 without loss. Turned inside out.
he went so.
Rohit Sharma situation, mate, not producing the results that we need.
Yeah, and that's to own up and
So is that done now? Is it?
But I think he might just pull the plug. It's tough decisions, but
It's all in terms of a leader, but also a one. So you would love the fair, and it's a shame.
To complement his test match history.
Saw when Manus Lovins the scramble seam.
Off the mark, just a gentle push. 250 runs in the series. He's treated as some. He's gone on to nail the big score. It's
for him to cement this position now.
3
demonstrates beautifully the counter road 34 Ks. Done. If a lot of Clark injuries. It's power.
That's the right length. I just think in these conditions,
and you got to get the energy in. That's where you slap.
Sleep. And for 11 after 4. You have a natural way that has a slightly bent, so you can't change. Sort of tends to bend their leg. You can't get.
If you land parallel to the crease, you're top half of your body. In order.
terrific fast bowlers, you know, and they run through the crease. They don't. If you have to side.
Well, the best way for me to explain it.
I think you're right, Ravi. Australia more maybe be prepared to get to catching the outside edge
in these conditions.
Yeah, much in length.
Be consistent. Batsman not sure whether to play, swing in.
His pace has been brilliant.
4,000 in the house for the first New Year's Eve, Ravi, Binger.
I like the word.
A lot of Indian, always, you know, you got to start the new.
The 9 o'clock fireworks.
He gets a test match catch. It was a patient start by. They lose their first.
And he just clipped it, missed that. So straight over. And Cairns, he's been dismissed. It's 1 for 11.
Him.
It's Jaiswal.
Maybe the first of many. He was in the game under the helmet.
That's obviously some bat.
Just there.
Just on Gill on strike. Back in the side. He'll have to get used to these. He's just got to.
Settle the nerves. At the MCG.
Very tough call. It's a tough play. You won't be too pleased when you hit.
Think a lot about the want to meet the ball potentially. Call, but a little bobble to Scott retain.
To talk about him coming into this test match.
Bowling so many good balls.
And these two have had that final innings. Quite a few times he was getting significant.
Yeah, well, he orthodox in Melbourne here. I think there might be.
Yeah, there is. That will be difficult.
Just leans onto that. Good running.
Bowled too many consecutive overs. Fresher than they are. But these conditions, Sunny said in his pitch report, there was a lot of. We introduced the program as a. This is it.
Yes, there's a fair bit of grass, and it's pretty hot and right-hand combination at the crease.
Blame Shubman Gill there. When you hit it, so hard to bat against that ball. What?
And the difference really has been last moment, which takes his first catch. Innings is gone. It's gone.
2 gullies as well. I mean, oh my God, Smith! Absolutely, he's done for.
In the
we have an umpire review for a fair.
It's easier now, though. What drama? What theatre? Oh. Quite right, Virat Kohli. So this isn't easy, and Sunny is enough to change
a problem for him, because those he can. This will not be an issue for
way back and taking a shot full, and that's okay. Further up than a half
off the mark. He's now got off the mark.
Well, that's everything is lined up.
So do not look to hit the ball too hard. Here is now showing the
22 for 2.
and he'll be the ideal bowler to bat because drive him through the covers, drive him.
A song by a choir, masses of people, and making a bit of ground for, I think even the Australian 23. Now's your moment. Right, seems a long time ago. Perth, soft hands on the front foot, very important to keep the strike rotating
because he plays that got an additional gully because when he and a mid off.
Sonny, it's announcement regards us, you know, not make too much of it, not
looking at his form.
Reasonable, or does it create problems? Playing straight, I know that ball's middle and outfield here to Mel. It's ball. It's the thing about the Cook. That tells you he's okay.
Around the knee roll, that'll be. This is fine. It was on the off stump. This will sit off, slightly wider mid off.
The outfield is a little slow.
As Sam Constance.
Tight.
And then I think it was Manus.
TV umpire today defeats it's a fair delivery. From this angle, once available, ball tracker, please. Saikat, stay with your original decision.
Fans, the great thing is he's got well
for the media centre.
At the moment, it's 32 for 2.
And I think you got your hands under the ball, didn't it?
The cordon. And we've seen 5th and 6th stump line. He's been
in the cordon, isn't he? We're used to seeing Cameron Green. Oh, he's got a wingspan.
Well, Howie, me and Beau Webster. How many more do you need?
Just suggesting put Steve Smith into first.
G'day to everybody's mania, just a bit south of Hobart.
Beau Webster, who's 198 in height, kind of fill the small gap.
He could cover a lot of ground at first slip as well.
The elegant one.
Sure, McGilly is. Travelling across a...
Where do you rank it? Have a drive, you've got a McGilly putting him at the top.
Put me on the spot there, though.
No.
Oh, beaten. A lot happening out in the middle for the Australian.
And that's going to be the challenge for Virat Kohli, because Australia in the drive.
Oh no, 3 slips, 2 gullies in
cricket, because you've got a chance, and then you see all the slips behind you.
25%.
The batter walks out, averaging 40
over of the first spell of a test.
Is there anyone in world cricket you think?
Just think the Shubman Gills is very elegant.
That had a beautiful cover drive from England.
No, I completely agree. Batters in world cricket, in particular in the white ball game, very nice to watch. But
I just like the
Kohli defends. India 2 for 33. Oh, increased the average on the.
I mentioned a little bit earlier. Got one up there, invited the drive, and fine leg.
Not his most.
Interestingly enough,
how he had been that list.
Yeah.
Definitely taught it that way. Blessed in a sense as well. He's got levers, but he's able to get his sides of cover as well.
Minister's house in a pair of added.
Oh, don't look at me. I'm 30.
Draws the driver's head. Heard Ishii back of the box. 2 for 38.
Yeah, because it can make you look a little bit silly. As Pac.
That's the only negative is the short.
Paracetamol nowadays. You're right.
Gets down to the rope for extras.
Coming out to around those balls on and around the off, and there's more.
Warney, I'd suggest Scotty Boland's
movement out there. We've seen the
early today. The spike stuck in there for a moment.
Patrick Cummins, 2 for 42. To Shubman Gill, he starts with a full.
Yeah, and at least just mentioned it. That was
well, because you're just not sure how it's going to shot that he's going to want to make. Both look to hope to get a little bit of.
But I don't think he's in the.
You just wanted with that stroke there, Shubman Gill. Either of you two been to snug? Way.
And he surfed down there, Howard.
History is not much. Those out from the UK found the snug. Fall! What? Maybe shaping down leg. That's what the slip. Have a look at that moment. 2 for 43.
Slips, 2 gullies. Real light relief from what he's been, and he's a serious threat. What a gift that is. Late swing.
Showing them that gap, trying to get. Now he's picked things up.
I talked earlier. So a lot of.
A very different wicket. Plenty more grass.
If you play on these bouncy, go your way. You hang on in there long enough, and
width which worked for Gill, hoping for luck. Expect scoring runs. You've got to understand that.
A lot of the really.
It's just a slight transfer of weight, isn't it?
That he mentioned, none of them would bat. Was one of those, but he the order. David Gower marker.
Was against Australia, and Eddie really like that. He knows his spot.
Team is a god, always wise. Leg slip.
A slip, a leg slip, a short leg. Oh, it's out. A lot of concentration, advances down the pitch. That's
and again he's out in the 20, 30, 20, another. And you got his sense has looked pretty good on Ebgen and make the most of her out after being set. Stroke of luck.
Oh my, that's free at lunch with Shubman Gill.